One thing I want to go back to. I don't think that I gave Brett Favre enough credit this week. And again, I'm not going to go back to this every single week, but I got to give this guy his due credit. The guy is incredible. Remember that idea of him going to Minnesota and the idea making sense because all he had to do was turn and hand the ball to Adrian Peterson, make a few throws, lean on the defense, just stay within himself, not try to squeeze it in there. Just drive the bus, man. Keep the bus in its lane, and they'll be fine. Remember that whole thing? The guy threw it 48 times yesterday. 48. And it wasn't because they were in a shootout and had to have him throw it 48 times. It was a blowout. They were playing the Bears. There's no shootout with the Bears. He did it not because he had to. He did it because he could. Because he can. And I'll tell you about the rocket arm. A lot of you clones, I certainly don't do this, but a lot of you clones were making light and making fun of his rocket arm. Let me tell you about that rocket arm. There were some mics down on the field. Let me tell you how it sounds. Do you ever wonder what it sounds like when Brett Favre throws the football, the ball going through the air? Do you know what it sounds like? Well, we do. Credit this to the sounds of the game, but this is real-time sound. A real call, a legitimate call, and how it sounded. Brett Favre hitting Percy Harvin with a rocket. Here is how it sounded.
Brett Favre goes out of the shotgun, pats the ball, fires to the end zone. Percy Harvin, touchdown!
There is nobody in the NFL that throws a ball that sounds like that. There are other strong-arm quarterbacks. Jay Cutler's got an arm. It doesn't sound like that. Nobody has ever thrown a ball that sounds like that. He hit Visanthe Shenko with a scud. It sounded like this.
Favre, shotgun, empty backfield. He goes back to pass. Fires. Touchdown, Visanthe Shenko. And this time, there are no...
I have not tampered with that at all. That's raw sound. That's raw audio. That's what it sounds like on the field. That's what it sounds like. If you play in that game, you'll hear it. And those weren't the only two balls. I mean, that guy can dig deep. When he needs it, it's like a pitcher in a game, 3-2, who's got to punch somebody out and can dig deep and get a few extra MPH. The old gunslinger was the exact same way. How about when he hit Chester Taylor with that missile?
Favre rolls out to the right. Chester to the 10, to the 5. Leap through the end zone. Touchdown!
Goosebumps, gunslinger. Guy's amazing. And I admit, watching him sometimes is like watching Tim Tebow. And especially now. The superlatives, the hyperbole. What are you going to say, man? The guy's 40, and he's never played better. 24 touchdowns and 3 picks. Is that any good? Pretty good ratio. 24-3 the right way. He's your league MVP. And I'm going to have to apologize to this guy, win, lose, or draw, every single Monday from here on out. He wasn't gassed. He wasn't shot. He was hurt. His arm wasn't right. Otherwise, it wouldn't sound like this when he throws it.
Favre, shotgun, empty backfield. He goes back to pass. Fires. Touchdown, Visanthe Shenko.
I understand the technology's reached a point where you can pick up any sound during a game, but that's raw sound. That's how it sounds when that guy throws it. All right, let me get out so I can start looking for Melvin Bullitt.